walking in with a plan to shake things up.
Today we're introducing legislation that for the first time will place safety above all other consideration when it comes to the care and protection of children.
The changes put forward weeks after the alleged abduction and murder of a little girl in Alice Springs. Robin Carl saying the new laws have been in the works for a year.
There is a universal principle that will be applied to every single child, and in addition to that universal principle, there are principles that will relate specifically to Aboriginal children, recognising that for Aboriginal children there is a very special kinship and cultural relationship to country that needs to be included in the consideration.
Currently, an Aboriginal child placement principle applies, meaning if a child needs to be removed from their parents, they are placed with an extended family member, then an Aboriginal person in their community, then any other Aboriginal person. Under the proposed laws, if not with family, children only have to be placed in close proximity to their family and community.
Is the Aboriginal child placement principle being removed?
Absolutely not.
If the minister has any evidence to prove that the Aboriginal child placement principle was being put against safety, then she needs to come out and show Territorians that evidence.
They have always said, yeah, we think we know what's best for you. We think we know what's best for you. No, you don't know what is best for me and my children and our families.
Also announced today, former New South Wales Police Commissioner Karen Webb will lead a review into the NT's child protection system alongside long-time Territory public servant Greg Shanahan. The review will look specifically at the department's handling of Kumanjai little baby's case before her death last month. Jack Hislop, ABC News.
The proposed changes have sparked outrage from Aboriginal groups who say they will do nothing to support families who need help before crisis occurs. And they've slammed the government's pick of a former police boss to lead its review instead of Aboriginal experts who have put themselves forward.
Grief over an unthinkable tragedy now turned to anger at what's followed.
The job that we've got in front of the media today is a very heavy load for all of our Aboriginal community-controlled organisations.
We have the politicisation of a tragedy, and we have rushed laws that will impact us most likely for generations to come.
Frontline Aboriginal services say they weren't briefed before the legislation was tabled, but knew what was coming. Changes, they say, won't help families below the poverty line or escaping domestic violence or address caseworker shortages.
So this is a distraction to try to provide a quick fix solution by changing a few lines of legislation and ignoring the deep problems and underperformance within the department.
We know it's failing our families, we know it's failing our children, but the Aboriginal child placement principles have been designed based on evidence. And the work that we're doing across the country is to strengthen those principles. And the Northern Territory is the only jurisdiction looking to walk back the strength of those principles.
Coalition Senator and aunt of Kumanjai little baby, Jacinta Nampa Jimper Price, said that to her, the changes are a welcome start. The Territory's other senator with responsibility for Indigenous affairs reserving comment.
With so many laws attacking us in the Northern Territory, isn't it time for an intervention against the racist Northern Territory government instead?
Just because we have the power to do that doesn't mean we should be using it.
The government's pick of former New South Wales Police Commissioner Karen Webb to lead a review into the circumstances of Kumanjai little baby's death instead of a broader board of inquiry led by the Territory's Children's Commissioner, another bitter disappointment.
None of those people are Aboriginal that I'm aware of, and how can we have these people assessing a system that we know doesn't work for our mob? It's ridiculous, you know.
The legislation has been referred to the government-dominated scrutiny committee, but is expected to pass well before Karen Webb's done with her inquiry. Jacqueline Breen, ABC News.